Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well today. I'm feeling more rested, which is good. I even slept in. I've only been up for 30 minutes. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so where we left off the other day. Well, it was just playtime. Just made some watercolor backgrounds very effortlessly. Um, Colored up some images really effortlessly, but it all takes time, right? So I didn't get to finish what I was working on, but I would like to do that now. So I think she needs to go in there and the owl needs to go in there. So let's just do it. Let's finish these cards. It's going to be a mixed media card making video. All right. I've got this goodie right here. And I don't know, I just felt like stamping this on the background, maybe using the acrylic markers again. Sorry for the plastic sound. I just thought that'd be really pretty there in the background with her. So now, we just have these two simple elements, and that's not enough for me. I need more. So I'm going to stamp this out with my Gina K ink. And that way I can use alcohol markers if I want. I can use my acrylic markers. I can use water too. So I'm going to stamp this out. I probably should have done it on a stamp positioning tool because this is watercolor paper, which is texturized, but I'm just going to make it work. We're already at a make it work moment, and we just started. I know, woohoo, you're awake, girl. Good morning, Jennifer and Susan, Stamp Girl, and Marilyn. Hello. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Karen. I slept in. Yeah, we're already at a make it work moment, okay? Starting off with a bang. All right. Yeah, I knew it wouldn't be perfect, but it really just doesn't have to be. I already like what we're doing here. I am going to go ahead. I'm going to grab my alcohol markers, my Ohuhu alcohol markers. I'm going to grab some my acrylic markers as well. I need to kind of decide. I think these flowers are yellow. I'm going to do fallish colors here. I mean, I think it'd even be cool if I left it black, right? But I'm going to do something. Hey, Shay. Hey, Nima. How's everybody doing? I could not come on live yesterday. You know what? I'm not even going to color these like all colored in. I'm going to do hit and miss color. Very, very like illustrated kind of coloring style. Because I just think it would be fun. Over here, I'm just gonna do a little on the leaves that is green, and then I'm gonna fill in with a little orange as well. What are y'all doing this weekend? It's gonna be a fun weekend here on the channel because tomorrow is Crafty Goals, and then on the 2nd, it's sheet load. And I'm going to do a live on the 2nd. I was, originally supposed to launch my business on 2nd. That's definitely not happening. But hey, LegalZoom finally filed my paperwork yesterday. So maybe, just maybe, I'm thinking it's going to be mid-September if I'm giving it a realistic, setting a realistic expectation. It's probably going to be mid-September before I open my shop. However, it is what it is. I'm also not going to get discouraged about it. Not going to let that happen. I just want to do these leaves with a little bit of, they're going to kind of look like the leaves in my yard right now, which is a little bit of green and a little bit of burnt. We have not been watering as much as we normally would. And things are looking crispy. Not because it's fall, but because it's thirsty. I've got thirsty plants. Luckily, we got a little rain this last week. Hey, Rose. Hey, beautiful designs. How's it going? Good morning, Jim, Jessica. Hi, everybody. I'm just playing around this morning. Is this the lighter color? No, this is the darker color. I'm going to work on these mixed media cards. This is a Tim Holtz stamp set from his latest release. Don't mind my Huffy Puffy dog. She wants to go on our RIDE. Schedule's all off. Mom is disappointing her this morning. We'll do that later. I just did a darker color in the centers, and now I'm coming in with this lighter color. This is coloring really well. So it's the Gina K ink, which is a multi-purpose ink. And then I do have this watercolor down, but of course I painted these backgrounds 2 days ago, so it's very dry. It'll still pick it up, but it's okay. And yeah, we're just gonna sit here, and as long as it takes, we're gonna make some mixed media cards. And I'm okay with that. Hopefully y'all are too. There we go. That's better. That's better. Sneak peeks. Yes. Absolutely. Definitely watch my sheet load. I used my very own paper pad for my sheet load this month. I sure did. I'm releasing 2 paper pads and 1 stamp set and some other things. So it's as much as I can tell you right now, but you will see the sneak peek of one of the paper pads because I used it to make my sheet load. Okay, so this stamp is the embroidery, is what it's called, CMS 486. It's the brand new one from Tim Holtz. I just loved that it was big and open, that it reminds me kind of junk journaling stuff. And I'm trying to think of a specific author that they all tear pages out and make journals out of it. Oh, I can't think of her name right now. Now, we need more texture. I need more textures and layers here. Not that this looks bad, but I am thinking stitching around the edges. When it comes to fall, sweater weather, all that, I do start to think of more stitching, I think. But we could stitch around this with the sewing machine. And then I'm kind of wanting to bring in like some labels and die cuts and things. So let's do that. I kind of want a pumpkin as well. my pumpkin that Megan sent me. I know it's over here. There it is. That little pumpkin's super cute. I'm also grabbing my ephemera folders to see. I can't remember if I ever released the video on how I made this or not. I'll have to go back and look. I have so many videos for y'all to see that I haven't even released yet. But I wanted to see. This is not necessarily overstuffed with items. This is all from a company. I have an unboxing, which I know you haven't seen because I switched up phones and I kind of lost it, but I think this last week I finally have gotten it back. So I'll be able to finally show that video. Dawn, your birthday's coming up. Ooh, let's see about these. I don't know what we'll add on here or on the other cards, but it's fun to have some options. I cannot wait to share this company with y'all, and I liked everything that they sent me, obviously, because I made a little folio for it. Oh, one of those doors might be cool. Ooh, or one of these flourishes. I'm just going to grab a whole bunch of randomness, and we're going to figure it out. That's how that's going to go. Nope, 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 and nope. Okay. Well, let's play with what I've pulled out so far. And see, do we want to go pumpkin route? Because there is this adorable pumpkin. Or do we just want to go like flourish route? I think I'll save this one for the owl card. I don't know. I kind of liked the idea of clocks because, you know, it's like time. It's like fall, a season. I don't know. This doesn't work for me. We'll see. I don't think any of that's going to work for this particular card, but it doesn't mean we won't use it on another card. I'm going to stamp out this little cutie patootie pumpkin. Now I'm going to stamp it on a different sheet of paper. Okay, and we'll cut it out and put it on here if we like it. Let's celebrate with paper on 9/23. Awesome, Dawn. A steampunk pumpkin patch. I bet there is one somewhere in America. I bet there is a steampunk pumpkin patch. And if there's not, there should be, because that would be cool. Okay, I'm obviously not going to fussy cut all these tendrils and things. I'm going for the pumpkin. Oh, shucks and stuff. I used I'm gonna have to hide that ink from myself. I used the wrong ink for what I'm trying to do. Okay, try this again. Those light bulbs are from a company called Journals Say, and I'm gonna share a whole unboxing with you guys. They reached out to me, and I've honestly had it for like 2 months, but I just lost the video and wasn't able to share it before now, but I got it back this week. Yippee. So I can finally share it. Yeah, the light bulbs are cool, aren't they? Here they are again. And look, they're like holographic. So, woohoo. I think they might be really cool with the owl. We'll see. They just won't work for her. But I think that they might work for the owl. Alrighty. Let's just see if this pumpkin works. Quick color it up. Just a quick little coloring session. There we go. Your birthday's on Pearl Harbor Day, Jessica. You're an equinox baby. Aw, maybe that's why you're so dynamic, Dawn. Okay, this is my lighter color. So I'm trying to remember how to color again. Let me tell you, I love these markers. I think they're really cool. I haven't watched anyone color in a long time. I haven't colored myself with alcohol markers in a really long time. So it's like riding a bike. I got to get back on. I think, well, it's much harder than riding a bike actually, but got to get back on. Take a trip around the block a couple of times. Not even going to see that much of this pumpkin, so I don't need to take up a whole bunch of time and effort coloring it in, I don't think, because I don't think you're going to see too much of it. Fazzy, you're going to have to go lay down, honey. Standing and panting isn't going to work for you today. She's like, but I can usually just pester you until you do what I want you to do. Oh. She's like, I usually just jump at you and pester you, and you give in. All right. Funky little pumpkin. Hey, Clint. Good morning, Gloria. I think my husband was born on Friday the 13th, or maybe he wasn't, but but he loves it when his birthday falls on Friday the 13th. He loves it. Let's see if I can smooth this out a little bit. Blend it a little bit. There we go. I'm going to color the inside this color, because I think that's what it would be. I need a green leaf and stem. Hi, Melanie. Good to see you. Good morning. Or afternoon or evening, wherever you are. Fuzzy, I love you. Go lay down. Go lay down. It's not time. I know. It's Saturday, Fuzzy. What happens is she gets to go every morning, Monday through Friday. Oh boy, Monday's really going to throw her off. To CHOOL. And then the weekend comes and spoils everything. So on the weekend I just take her to the mailbox or wherever, but she gets to go on an RID. And she will go wake the kids up and be like, "Get up, it's time to go to school." Oh, whoops. And they're like, "No, get out of my room. Leave me alone. Mom, come get Phasma. She's bothering me." That's usually how it goes around these parts. Ooh, Nima, awesome. Happy birthday. I hope you have the best day tomorrow. I hope there's some pleasant surprises, some great food. You guys, you were the highlight to my birthday this year. That little birthday party we had together here on my channel was the absolute highlight because, of course, it was the first day of school and too crazy to celebrate, and then we never got around to celebrating as a family. So that celebration that we did here was it and awesome. I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm a big girl. I can handle it. But yeah, y'all were the highlight this year. It's just the way it goes sometimes. It's how the ball bounces. Wow, I hope I like this on this card, but if I don't, we'll put it on another card another time. Not all is lost. I'll store it in the stamp set with the other things, so the next time I think about this stamp set and think, ooh, let me grab that little pumpkin, it'll be there colored up for me. So I never mind that. I'm gonna have to get actual fussy cutting scissors for that part. I have them. They're right here. All right, let's see if we even like this thing on there. I think I'm actually going to use my gel pen on the eyes if we do like it. I'm not going to go all out if I don't even like it. 51st wedding anniversary. Oh my goodness, so many things to celebrate. Congrats, Gloria. Not bad, not bad. In the stamp set, like, you know, bear with me, folks. Like, I don't know if we'll get all 4 cards done, but things like this just take time. Pulling in different elements from different places and kind of figuring out. I don't have an idea or a sketch. This is how I create. I just go, yeah, let's throw something else at it. Yeah, let me throw something else at it. It's just who I am. It's the nature of how I create. So it takes time to do that. But we'll just be here hanging out together. And I was wanting, like a label or something, and this kit came with these labels. So I bet we might be able to find one to go up here. And then this came in the stamp set, this texture. I think I'll stamp it on I'm not going to stamp, I don't think I'm going to stamp anything else on my background. I'm going to stamp this directly here. Let's think about a color. What other color does this card need? How about navy blue? Ooh, pine green. I think I want navy blue or maroon. Cardinal red. That might be pretty. Let's see if we like it. I always like red and purple together. I don't know what the color theory is on that, but I like it. Ooh, a Titanic museum at Pigeon Forge? Nice. Where is Pigeon Forge? Is that in Tennessee? Am I making things up? In my brain, it's in Tennessee, but it doesn't mean it's right. Did you already say where it is? Aw, Melanie, thanks. You guys make me smile too. I'm glad it goes both ways. I don't think I'm gonna like this particular red, but we'll see. Don't know until you try. I'm just thinking, oh, I don't hate it. I wonder how this reacts to alcohol markers, because I'm feeling like I could kind of flood this with color. I think it's still wet. And I might like it more. And then let's grab a definition. A season. A time characterized by a particular circumstance or feature. Yeah. Or a jack-o'-lantern would work. I think it's one or the other. I don't see any others that feel right. This is just a sheet that came with my stamp set, my monthly stamp set. Let me show y'all that in case you didn't see the last video. I am using the August Unity Stamp Co. Kit of the month. And that's what I'm using for my images, most of my images today. Now, this little cute little pumpkin is also Unity Stamp Co. But this came from my sweet friend, so Megan. But you can probably still find it if you look up Bootyful Friend. Okay, so something like that with stitches. I think that'll work for me. I do want to blend into this a color, orange or yellow, some kind of color. Let's see, let's try yellow. I'm just going to use the yellow that's on my brush. And maybe we'll hit it with a little bit of brown as well. Oh yeah, and that will kind of make the label make more like sense in my head. Anyways. Yes, that is better. Okay. And why not hit this a little bit more? Take out that white edge. It's not like dramatically different, but it does make a difference. There, that grounds everything better for me. I need to also ink blend here where I had fussy cut, but not incredibly well. So just gonna go around that as well. There we go, that makes me happier. And then, yeah, I think I'll just bring in my gel pen to color up the eyes and the tooth. I think we did it. I think this is it. I am gonna go to my sewing machine real quick like, and I'm gonna sew around the edges. But I like where this card is going. Sorry, that that doesn't look pretty. Let's just clean that up. All right, you don't have to look at that while I go sew. You can look at this instead. There we go. I'm gonna put a zigzag on it. That feels like a fall decision. All right, on my way back, you guys. Okie dokie. This was the right choice, by the way. Look at that. I love it. Okay, let's get to gluing. We're about to have a card done. It only took 30 minutes, whatever. Who's timing us anyways? That's rude. It's me. I'm the one that times everything. Hey, Vicky. How are you doing? Good morning to both Vickies. Two Vickies in the house. Hi. How are y'all doing? I did not get to watch Craft Roulette again last night. My Friday nights have been forcefully occupied by urgent matters. That's what we're going to say. And it's true. Very urgent matters. So I will have to catch up on the replay. Sometimes it's the way it goes. Let's move this little pumpkin over here. I could use the jack-o'-lantern, couldn't I? Instead of season. I'll see which one. Hold on. I need to hit her boot laces. I need to hit her up with some little bit of this too, I think. Perfect. You know what? Those boot laces are going to get in the way of his eyeball. There we go now. That's the way I want it. I could pop her up, but I'm not going to. We're going to make a flat card that the post office will enjoy sending. They won't give me any flack about it. Don't give me no lip about my handmade cards, please. Okay. Let's just check it out. Let's see which one. We've got options. So let's see. Ooh, that one barely made it. Oh, I do like jack-o'-lantern. I think I actually do like it better than season. I mean, season fills that space nicely right there, but I like this too. And we do have a carved jack-o'-lantern face, so we'll use this one, and maybe we'll use the season definition on one of these other ones coming up. Mindless Crafting is going to be live today for their scrapathon. Oh gosh, I love making scrap cards. So that should be fun. I hope I'll get to catch some of that. Maybe I can catch some of that while I'm cleaning the house. Don't be jealous. I know. It's just what has to be done. Okay. This is feeling done to me. Oh man, I forgot. This is cut to 5x7, which means, and I sewed around it, which means it's going to take up the whole front of my card. I don't usually make cards like that. Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe I can trim a little bit off and let this yellow show. I didn't go all the way to the edge here, so I know I can trim some off over here and not disrupt the stitching. Ooh, close. Close, okay. And then where up here maybe I can take a little bit more off. Not too much, but a little. A little dab will do there. And just a little dab down here. I think that'll be enough. I'll have to remember that for the other cards. I really like a border on my card front, like this at least. Yeah, I've been this way since I started card making. I like a border. Really wish I had my other glue bottle in here. I think I'm gonna have to buy some more glue bottles. And I am gonna leave all the long strings because I like that. You don't have to, you could cut them off if you don't like the long bobbin strings on your card. Then please, by all means, cut them off. But I do like them. Not every time, but a lot of the times. Okay. I'm always like, and we're done, but wait, there's more. I am going to use my gel pens real quick. Like, I'm going to color in just a little bit of, add a little detail to the eyes here. So, I'm going to Just a little glow, you know, like he's all lit up. There we go. Now, that one's done. See, it just makes such a big difference. Yay, I love it. I love it. I hope you guys like it. You don't have to love it, but I hope you like it. All right. Even if not, even if I make things you're not interested in, hopefully maybe it inspires you for your style, whatever your style is. I don't even know what my style is. My style is like, I don't know. Just keep throwing things at it. Everything but the kitchen sink, that might be my style. Okay, I'm thinking, because these lights are like on a tree branch, I'm thinking these lights would be pretty cool on this card. And I have another stamp set that is new to me from, I think it came from Happy Mail as well, or maybe I bought it. I don't remember. But it's the tree one, the big tree. Sorry, I'm having to dig through. There it is. I think I bought this one. It doesn't matter. But this big tree could be really cool on the background, stamped on the background here with the owl. We're definitely going to have to work on this. This is not giving me what I want exactly. Ooh, I do have a new... Here's the only problem. It's not the full length of my card front. So maybe I've got two options. I can cut this 5x7 to 4x6. And then I could cover it easily. Oh, I think what I'll do is something like this. And then I've got this Mamba Jamba or ribbon that I can cover the bottom with. We'll go with something like that. But I have this new embossing powder. It's called Flurries. It looks really cool. We could emboss the tree with it, but I don't know what it would look like. I haven't used this yet. So I think what I'll do is emboss a little bit of this on a separate sheet of paper just to see what it looks like. And then we'll decide if that's what we want on our card or not. Okay. All right, so let's do that. We got to experiment real quick. You can emboss with VersaFine, another reason. I just love this ink. But yeah, you can emboss with VersaFine. Even a light colored, something like this. This will be our test subject here. Ooh, it's thick and chunky. This is pretty cool. This is from Ranger. This was one of on their dollar deals. I don't know if y'all ever shop on Ranger's website. But They have a section of dollar deals. Definitely recommend it. I think this is one of those that you're not going to get those chunks unless you put down a whole lot of ink and don't dust it off. Like, I've never really figured out the success. Emerald Creek is a brand that has real chunky embossing powders like this, and I don't know the secret to it. To keeping it on there, that thick and chunky texture. We're obviously not going to get that on this card. But let's see what we are going to get. Oh, it's basically going to be clear with glitter. And I like it. Won't that be pretty on that background? Very glossy. Ooh, iridescent. Okay, I'm gonna try to bend it to show y'all. It's very iridescent, which will go greatly with like these. Okay, we're gonna go for it. Okay. Catch up to you guys. Hi, Karen. I'm not ignoring you guys in the chat. Sorry, I'm just a little bit behind. How you doing? Aw. Aw, you and your hubby have the same birthday, Jessica? That's so sweet. Do y'all get along? I always wondered. I don't know if I would get along with another me. I need someone to balance me out. Hey, Natalie. My husband's just perfect for the job. Maybe a hard job, but he's real good at it. All right. Hey, Alyssa. I cut crooked too, Clint. We're not machines, right? No cake. Oh, no. My husband brought me a piece of cake for my birthday this year. It was a great piece, and it was delicious. And, you know, honestly, I don't need a whole cake, but it's because I'm the only person in the house that likes chocolate cake, but it is my birthday, so God bless him. All right. So I'm going to pop this just right up here. Oh, I didn't put any powder down, so whatever. We may have some static. We may have a static situation going on. Hey, Jonna, welcome. I've always liked my these are my fussy cutting scissors. Can't even fit them in the frame of this video, like huge ones. I don't know. It takes less work. Hopefully I didn't move that around too much. Well, that's wild. Again, it's because it's on watercolor paper, a very texturized watercolor paper. But I'm not mad at it. I think it'll be okay. It is just our background after all. Let's hurry up and get this embossing powder on it. But to be fair to my hubby, I did tell him I was going to get my own birthday cake, and then I didn't. And then he came home with a piece of a birthday cake. So really, I think he thought, well, I've got to get her some birthday cake, but she said she was going to get her own. And I never made it to the store. So thank goodness he brought me a piece of cake, and he followed his instincts, because otherwise I would have had 0 birthday cake. And it would have just been my fault and nobody else's. I'm going to let this really heat up before I bring it to my paper, because it's Mary, I got your card yesterday. Oh, I love it so much. It's in the other room. I have it up on my mantle in my living room. Jessica, you love your cutter bees? But I will be showing it, Mary. I sure will. It's awesome. Oh, thanks, Stamp Girl. Oh, it is. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I want to go there. I love Dolly Parton. I want to go to Dollywood. She's awesome. Definitely a legend. When I was a little girl, I loved 9 to 5. Lily Tomlin, Dolly Parton. Just so good. I've always liked really bold, strong, independent women. I remember getting spanked once at my babysitter's because I was upset about something. I was like, well, you can take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. I think she wanted me to do something I didn't want to do. And yeah, I got a spanking for that one. I've always had a fiery spirit, which is how I got the nickname Little Bitty from my mom. I was also tiny, but that wasn't the only reason. I've always been fiercely independent. My dad said that they took me to kindergarten and I came home an adult. I came home telling him he had to stop smoking cigarettes and all kinds of things. This is looking good. I came home the boss. Some of y'all probably have heard this story before, but my dad was the first one to take me and drop me off at kindergarten my first day. But I started crying and I didn't want him to leave me. I'm sure I was holding on to him. And so he couldn't handle it. He's like, fine, come on, let's go. And his friend owned a cafe in town that I loved because he made the best biscuits and gravy. So my dad took me to the cafe. We had biscuits and gravy. We just had so much fun together that day. And then my mom came home. I guess he didn't even tell her. This was the 80s, y'all. So my mom came home. She's like, how was the first day of school? And I was like, I don't know. I went and had biscuits and gravy with Dad. So my mom, the next day, was like, I'll take her to school. Thank you very much. She had no problem dropping me off, whether I was crying or not. Oh my goodness. Oh, guess what? We did get some of the flurries. I know why this is called flurries now. So those thicker pieces, let me see if I can capture it. Those thicker pieces do look like snow flurries. Man, this is really cool. If I don't, you know, whatever. I'm sure Ranger has some like Labor Day sales. I know everyone seems to be that they have them. But if you're there, check their dollar section for the flurries. It's so cool. I love it. It's really hard for me to, I know it's not coming across on camera as beautiful as it is in person, but it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right. So then this dude's going to go on here. And then I think these will go up here. And we can make it work to where like, yeah, they hang over this. This is going to be worked on. And then down here, we'll just put ribbon, or we'll put, sorry, embossing powder. We'll put one of these maybe down here. Trying to tell stories and heat emboss. Hopefully that wasn't torture for you guys. I never know. And I can't go back and watch a replay of mine, so you guys just have to tell me. All right, let's color this up some more. And let's maybe hit this with a little bit of brown. Distress it. I kind of want to use I'm going to go back over some of the lines that are already drawn there and just make them more pronounced. We're starting family dinners again. I'm so excited. I think we start this week. So we have my brother and sister-in-law live next door, and my mother and father-in-law live next door to them. And then my mom lives in the town that's next door. And we like to do family dinners where we all get together and break bread. And it's starting up again this week. I'm so excited. I really like the distressing that is in the stamp, and I'm just emphasizing that. I think, I know I can't stamp over this, you guys. I am terrible, like world's worst. Even with the stamp positioning tool, as you guys saw the other day, I cannot go back over stamps with a stamp. So I'm just going to have to draw in anything that I want to be darker. It's just, it's my only option. And I do want some of this a little darker. If you can re-stamp, that's so impressive. That's like a card making superpower that I was not equipped with. I don't have to go over 100% of it. I just want some of it to be a little darker. And then I think I'm going to go over the owl again as well with markers. Or do I just want to go over him with a pen? Oh, the pen, that's what I want. I'll hold this up to the camera so you can see that I'm, and I think you can probably tell, I'm not being real selective with the Unity Stamp Co. stamps. One thing I love about them is that a lot of them look etched, and I love etched art. And they're very detailed, but at the same time forgiving. I don't know, they have, for me, like the perfectly designed kind of stamps. I kick myself for sleeping on them for so long. Okay, that's gonna work for me. That's better. We could splatter it. See, these lights are gonna go right there. That'll be cool. And the lights are a sticker, a clear sticker. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it where I want it on the ephemera. And then we'll place the ephemera and stick it there. I'm gonna put a little glue behind it because I can't help myself. Like this. And then behind the artwork. And then obviously here. Yeah, every one of these cards takes about 30 minutes. Definitely mixed media cards take time. But they turn out so cool and they're so fun. They're fun to make. Okay. I didn't trim this one down. It is the full 5x7 and it's wavy. You can put these through like a die cutting machine with no dies and help flatten it out. That is an option. Let me catch up to you guys. Okay, now that I've got that part done. Only 6:30 there. It's 8 o'clock here. So that Are you like on mountain time? Ooh, Susan just got her package from Hunky Dory. Awesome. I've heard of Hunky Dory, but I don't know them. I hope you can go back to sleep too, Mary. High school football started. Yeah, same thing here, Vicky. I saw all the traffic when I was out. I was like, oh, there must be a football game. Oh, I didn't make it either, Vicky. I didn't make a card last week either. So I'll have to make it up this week. And definitely watch the replay and catch it. Oh, the rodeo parade. How fun. And cookout. I know she's probably long gone, but that sounds yummy. We tried to go to the rodeo a couple of years ago. Our kids had never been to one. I don't know if my husband's ever even been to one. But it was like way sold out. They were turning away hundreds of people at the door. Those flowers need something. These flowers, I kind of like that they're just like that. You think they still need something? I did not foil the lights. They came like that. They're a sticker. And I don't know if they're going to stick to this, to be honest. I hope so. There is glue on there. That powder is awesome. It does have lots of chunky bits. I got a few of them, and it's going to be so incredibly hard to show you on camera. But see those little white specks? Those are the flurries. It's called flurries, and it does have them throughout. I probably could have gotten more of them, but I didn't. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Ave, hi. Looks like a mountain in the background. Seth Apter, I am intrigued by his products, but I've never had them. I've never played with them. I would love to, because he does some really cool stuff, but I've never, where does he even sell his stuff? I never see his stuff anywhere. But then again, I try not to shop, so too much anymore. Um, Hi, Valerie. So nice to see you. So glad you're here. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, thunderstorms in Jim's area. I love thunderstorms. Hi, Heidi. You're 20 minutes from Dollywood, so I'll have to look you up if we ever make it over there. We are going to Florida in November, but we won't be in Tennessee. Hey, Maddie. Welcome. 20 years. Awesome. Yeah, I would love to go. You haven't caught me for 2 weeks. Well, welcome, Ave. So glad you're here and you like the owl. Owl's pretty cool. Okay, let's finish the bottom of the card and make the next one. I'm going to grab some lace. Not lace, trim. I don't know if this is the right color. I don't think that's the right color for this card, but man, if it was, that would be pretty awesome. Let me go back to the drawer. That might grow on me. Let me walk away. Helps to walk away. If these don't work, then I'll transition to, I don't think any of these are going to work. I'll transition to paper. I don't like that one either. I mean, I love the trim, but not with this card. And then the last hope is this one. But I don't think it's going to be the answer either. Oh, it's the least annoying for this particular card. So maybe this one could actually do it. We could maybe potentially actually use this one. That doesn't bother me. I kind of like it because it matches the lights up there. I'm going to trim down my card base a little bit, I think. Or I'll just go ahead and sew it on and we'll have a full card front. I'll trim it. Back and forth, back and forth. Trying to make up my mind. We're going to trim it. I'm not even measuring, I'm just trimming. It'll be what it'll be. And it'll be fine. Just taking a little off each side. Come back to the lace. What do y'all think? I think it works. Oh, hi, Oliver. Welcome. Your mom is awesome, but I bet you already knew that. We love her. I bet you already knew she's awesome. Okay. I have an 11-year-old Valerie. Sparkle Heart's 11. I'm just trying to get the sequins right here real quick. I think this one's the only one that's off. And I do think I'll have to move it up just a little bit. I think that's the spot right there. That's the ticket. All right. I'm just going to go for it. I like it. So. He's so happy. Yay. Okay. I'm only going to stitch, I think, right here, you guys, because there's so many sequins. I'm not interested in breaking my sewing machine today. Just not the day for it. I don't have that on my agenda for today. Broken sewing machine. No thanks. Besides, we're not done card making. Okay, I'm just going to stitch it right here real quick. Alrighty, it's attached. And I like it. It's different. Different's good. Trim off that. I like a different color bobbin. So I have pink and yellow right now. A favorite combo of mine. Yellow and blue, yellow and pink. Okay. Take off this long bobbin or thread. And that one. I did back stitch, but it's not, oh, and I sewed it on crooked. It's not done yet though. It needs something else. I'm looking over here at these. We do have the owl definition, but I don't necessarily want to put that on a card. The jack-o'-lantern worked for me, but not owl. And they do have the definition for tree, but I don't know that I want that on my card either. There's tree. I'll cut it out. I'll entertain the idea, but I don't know that that's where we'll land. I have a feeling that we're like seconds away from multiple craft lanches. I don't hate it. It does definitely need something. I don't know if tree definition is what it needs, but I do like something there, and there's options. So just by pulling that out, cutting it out, and looking at it, I know that I do like something sitting there. We have these, first of all, we have, you know, all these different sentiments that are in the stamp set. Thanksgiving blessings. Thankful for you. Happy Halloween. And all things give thanks. I was liking that one. Fall is in the air. What do y'all think? Help me out. Help a girl out. I don't think it's tree, but see, we can make something with our sentiments. Like we can stamp something out and distress it and essentially make our own kind of label sentiment. What do we want to put with this? I'm trying to think of, I think I want a thanks, like an all things give thanks, or thankful for you, give thanks. I want one of those. Hey Beck, how's it going? Good to see you. Fall is in the air. I don't need a fall card. I'm gonna see if in all things give thanks, if that works. And if not, we'll pivot and transition to a different one. I'm gonna keep going back to this page here. We'll stamp this out. Just making mixed media cards today for anyone joining, just joining. We are finishing up the cards I started the other day on, what day was that? Thursday? Question mark? Yeah, just finishing up those cards, doing mixed media. All right. What's that? Is something on my stamp pad? Yes. It was a sequin. Okay, let's stamp it again. It was like a sequin shard. Stamp it down here. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. So what are y'all up to this weekend? Do y'all have plans? I know Vicky's going to the rodeo, a parade. That sounds fun. We have 0 plans. Is that Cece or Young Z? Will you let Faz out? Thank you. Good morning. There we go. We've got Cece and Young Z. Grandson's 8th birthday party. Awesome. Oh my gosh, I bet you're so excited. What's the theme? This is juicy. Okay. This is walnut stain, for those curious. I like the warmth of walnut stain. It's a very warm color. See, we can make our own label. That's better. Cool. I like it. That makes me happy. Next time I pick this brown brush up, it's going to be juicy. That's awesome. I like to just leave my brushes dirty. They always have color on them. And if I'm in a moment of being particular, I just rub them off, but that's seldom the case. Let's not put my hair on it. I need a hairnet, I think. I just lose so much hair everywhere. Okay, that did it for me. I'm happy. I'm good with that. I'm good with this card. I can call this card done. I do need to put it on a card base. And we're going to have to make one together. That's a monthly maintenance thing I need to do, is make a bunch of 5x7 card bases. I need to cut the bases and at least cut them. Getting them folded would be cool too. My hands are dirty. Let me grab a baby wipe. I've got ink all over me. Yep. Going to an architectural fair. Ooh, there are rides, all sorts of farm animals, equestrian competition, and a whole lot of fun. Oh my gosh, I bet you and Oliver are going to have an awesome time. I need to look and see if there's any festivals or things going on. I just keep my head down and work so much that it's ridiculous, really, to be honest. When our kids were younger, oh my gosh, we used to do all the things. But they were too young. They don't even remember how we used to do all the things. Now they're older. We need to do the things now because they'll actually remember it. Hopefully. Okay. I don't love it on white. Let's try it on yellow. I like it better on yellow, really. I wonder if I'd like it if I distressed this. Yeah, much better. Okay, I can handle that. This is honestly a card I probably should have left the full size of the card base. I like to put glue on my stitches just to keep them in place. I don't know where it was or whatever, but I heard that Snoop Dogg goes to his grandkids' birthday parties dressed up as whatever character the theme is. And that way he doesn't show up as himself and take any attention away from his grandchildren. He doesn't want to show up and people know that, you know, Snoop Dogg is there because he doesn't want anything to distract from his grandkids. And I thought that was a really sweet thing. I'm going to go ahead and glue down the fabric. It's different. It's funky. I like it. What do y'all think? That is the card. And all things give thanks. For sure. Ave likes it. Yay. Love the little border. This one here or this one here? or this one. There's a couple of borders. State Fair. I want to go to the State Fair. I wish our kid, that's the only thing, like, homeschooling is cool because you can choose experiences over desk time. And I really wish my kids were homeschooled so I could take them to the State Fair. And our State Fair has a whole education area that's for homeschoolers, which is also cool. The back was just going to be dirty. So I decided to distress it as well. Okay, this card's done. Moving on, moving on. This one took forever, didn't it? Yeah, it did. 2 cards down. Let's see what else we can do. We've got these 2. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this one either, to be honest. I'm kind of feeling like drawing forest trees. When, let me show you. My kit came with these cards for inspiration. I really love these forest trees. So, you know, we could sketch in and just, we don't have to have a stamp. We can sketch in some forest trees and put it in a foresty background. That could be possible. And this one, I don't know. I don't even know if this is the one I want to use. There was one more stamp that we rolled out. Oh, the flowers. The flower bouquet. I have a bunch of bat dies. I could die cut bats and things. This isn't really doing it for me, to be honest. There's an awesome flower, oh boy, I'm dropping the stamps now. Flower bouquet that might be, for me, a better fit. Where did that, oh, I just rolled over that stamp with my chair. Oh my gosh, and all things give thanks just got smashed with my chair. It survived. Yeah, this one's gonna go. I'm just gonna throw it away. It's a stamped image with distressing. It's not like I really need to hold on to it forever and figure it out because I don't want to. So I'm gonna stamp the flowers out. Still got a little more of this paper. We'll just keep using it. So I think I'll do the flowers and we'll do the deer. So let's start with the deer. We're going to do our own forest trees. Let's do it. I'm going to do a light green. I'm going to sketch them in with this lighter green color. I'm going to use their project for inspiration, because that is where the inspiration is coming from. Hold on a second, I'll tell you who designed this. Just a rough cut to get an idea about things. This was created by Jalissa Sargo. I don't know. She maybe is on their design team. So But then the meadow goes higher up here as well. Just do something like this. Okay. And that's all background too. Background to the trees themselves. I'm just drawing lines. I'm going to get a little bit lost, I can already tell. So let me connect my lines. These are fine. I know that these are connected. But let me connect these lines. These little ones, I'm kind of getting lost as to where the tree is there. And we can have one big chunky one over here. Okay. Now, let me grab a brown. Looks rough, huh? It's okay. Artwork usually has a number of rough periods. Just go with it. I've had so many comments on my videos of like, oh man, I thought you were just making a mess, but then I ended up liking it in the end. Or, wow, that looked really bad at one point. It's like, yeah, that's how art is. It does look really bad at some point because it's a process. It just doesn't stay, you know, a piece of art isn't just beautiful in every stage of making. There's messy parts, there's the sketchy parts, there's, you know, so many different aspects of it. But we're gonna have some trees. And I like that there's like some twigs hanging out from just a couple of the trees. And I get it, like I take an unconventional approach to card making. So I understand the doubt. I understand the questioning because I know I am unconventional in my ways. But for me, it's just a process. And yes, it takes time. Like all the time we've spent here this morning just working on a couple of cards. But that's what's so fun. Just get lost in the process of making. Okay, I need a darker brown. Yeah, the David didn't always look like the David. He was chiseled from stone. I'm definitely not making a David though. Bye, Nima. Enjoy your weekend. Kids are still on summer vacation. Awesome. Our kids went back on the 14th. They go back so quick. They really don't get 3 months like we did when we were kids. They get 2 months. I guess what they say is that they get longer breaks, more frequent and longer breaks throughout the year now than we did. We need to put some knots in these trees, don't we? We'll have to do that. We'll come back over and make this look etched with a pen. We can draw in some details. I think I'm actually going to cut out this ground. This is that same deer that I double stamped incorrectly. The other day in my stamp positioning tool, and I guess what we would call part 1 of these cards. Okay. Oh, sweet little deer and butterfly. So cute. And there's a lot of sentiments. I'm fond of you, and there's some others too. So I don't think it's quite done yet, and mine will vary from this one. You know, this one had a path, mine doesn't have a path. This one had a softer color, softer background, all of that. Mine obviously doesn't. And I'm going to come in and add some details that the other one doesn't have. So it's not, it's pretty close as far as casing the card, but it's not going to be exact, obviously. Okay. Little butterfly by the booper. All right, I'm going to come in with a couple of pens. I'm going to use a metallic gold gel pen, and I'm going to use, you know, like a micron kind of pen. We're going to add some details, more details, which are probably going to be so subtle, it's going to be hard for you to see them on camera. Oh, Cece let the dog out, but she hasn't let her back in yet. She is not going to be happy with me when this live is over. The dog. Just going to add a few golden details here. And they are going to be incredibly subtle, but it'll be nice. They are there. See, when I turn the card, I can kind of capture what you can see without turning the card in real life. So as you can tell with these trees, I've gone over them time and time again. I'm just that is kind of the way of blending, just by adding these layers. All right. Now let's do the same thing in black. This time I'm going to be a little more deliberate. If I can get it to right. This one might be done, almost. This one is going into retirement. Hold on. There we go. Now this is where I can add some like tree knots. I don't think these pens like my medium choices. I might need to get a gel pen out for this. Yeah, let's get a gel pen. I'm going to get a black gel pen. The gel pen will have no problems. There we go. This is going to kind of make it look more like it was stamped at some point. Okay, that's a forest I can live with. And we'll put our little deer down here. And we'll put our little butterfly near the booper. Let's distress the deer from where I cut it out. Let me catch up to y'all in the chat while I do this. Good morning, Debbie Trapp. How you doing? We're working on mixed media cards today. We only have one more to do after this one. We've done 2 already. Let me hit this butterfly too. Good morning, Paula Rice. I got your card yesterday. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll be sharing those here pretty soon. Okay, now this is where I always potentially almost mess up my cards, but I kind of want to add something to the green meadow back here. Danger, danger, danger. This is when the red alert sound starts going off and like alarms start chiming and everyone's like, no, but I have to explore it. If I don't like it, I'll find a way to fix it. But I kind of just want something, some kind of defining. I really kind of want some flowers back there, but it's not much. It's just a couple of little lines. All right, let's pick a sentiment. There's a couple of them in here that I liked for the deer. I'm fond of you. Miss you dearly. I like that one. Oh, that's the one I want. Miss you dearly. It doesn't have to be anything related. You could put happy birthday. You could put, you know, and all things give thanks. Like you could put any sentiment, but I thought these deer ones, these puns were pretty cute. So We're going to stick to the puns. Don't mind me as I holler for my child to let the dog in. Cece! Cece! Well, that didn't work. I might have to BRB and go let the dog in. She wants in. Can y'all hear her barking? I hope you can't, but. What about the acrylics from a hoo-hoo? Little dots of color? Yeah, we could explore that. That's what I was thinking, was like just little hints of flowers back there, like a meadow. Would be really cute. We can try that. Let's try it. I've got the acrylics right beside me, so we can for sure try it. Is there something in here that we like? Is the other question. Aspen. Well, these aren't aspen trees. Maple. Forest. A dense growth of trees and underbrush covering a large tract. I don't know. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave it white, but I do need to let this dry. I might even have to hit it with my heat gun before I distress it, because it'll smear if I don't. All right, acrylics, you say. Well, I was thinking the dots needed a little bit of the touch of acrylic. So these are the Ahoo acrylics. Let's get the white out. And then let's just do not neon pink. I had like this rose gold pink I was using the other day. I don't know if it's this one. Oh, I think it's this one. Okay. So let's see. It was this one. This is metallic pink. Let this dry. We'll add details. I think I actually need the bigger point. These are going to be very abstract. They're off in the distance, so they don't need to be, you know, any particular shape. It's just the abstract. Oh, we finished the Alaska thing we were watching. It was so good. And my team won. The AK boys won the race, which made me real happy. I think that was exactly what it needed. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Susan. Thank you. That's exactly what I wanted it to have. Okay, I'm laying this acrylic on, and it's really bold and it's really bright. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a dry baby wipe. I'm actually going to go back in and tap some of this off. But I need to move my wipe every time. So you touch, move to a clean spot, touch. Because I don't want it too stark. Yeah, Yeah, there we go. You guys, I'm going to have to BRB. That dog has been left out in 70-degree weather. That's how she feels about the situation. She's not having it. Okay, distressed that. Now, the inspiration piece had the sentiment kind of the same way I'm putting it on my card. And it even had, like, it was cut out with a die and used an enamel dot, all that kind of stuff. I really don't know where else to put it. I think that is the kind of the right place to put it. Okay. Come in with this. I'll have to hold this up to the camera. It's so tiny. But this is a monarch now. Acrylic pens for the win on coloring stamped images, you guys. Love these things. Okay, BRB. I gotta take care of my dog. I'll be right back. I'm back. And I got myself some lemon water. Hi, Sharon. Oh, good. Oh, you got, you got the alcohol markers? Yeah, swatching alcohol markers is always important. What if we stitch around this one too? And stitch around the sentiment. I think so. I think that's the next move. I'm almost done, you guys. I accidentally made a boo-boo in a couple of places, but that's okay. I kind of stitched really close to the dearly, but that's okay. And then I got off up here. I went off the edge, but it's fine. It's all good. Cannot hear barking. Oh, thank goodness. Well, you're going to hear some panting now because she's back in here with Mom. And she's huffing and puffing. I got her a new toy last night. Oh my gosh, she loves squeaky toys. Loves them. And I got this one from Bark that is a Pop-Tart, and the whole thing squeaks so easily. Oh, she is in love with it. Aw, I like it. Okay, let's look. We only have one more card to go. So, yeah, she loves it. Highly recommended. Got it at Lowe's. I was happy to see they had Bark products there. Y'all heard of the Bark box? Yeah. Well, she can't get a Bark box because her stomach and her body is too sensitive for a lot of the treats. We have to be extra particular about what we feed her. And like especially foods with she can't have high fat in her diet. Her whole breed is that way, but then she's also like extra sensitive. But her breed is just one that, you know, they're supposed to be on a low fat diet. It's better for their organs. So there's a lot of things, you know, the Bark box has a lot of treats and toys. If it was just toys, I'd get it, but aw, I love this. This card makes me happy. I have so many people that I miss dearly. Aw, what do y'all think? I love it. Don't do it, Bitty Penny. Don't do it. But I keep thinking about putting like big white dots. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But I am thinking about it. Like Nima's card. I want to... Gosh, I just loved the way she dotted up that card. Splatter would be fun. But I'm not going to do it. I'm too close to the finish line. And this is how I've always been as an artist, is that I get to a place where I really like something and then I get an idea and I do it and then I don't like it anymore. I have done that. I have to stop myself. Okay, just had to cut me a card base real quick. This one's going to cover, should cover the whole entire card front. Yeah, for the most part. Might have to trim my card base a little bit, but there it is. Let's definitely glue those stitches. Will y'all do it? Will you draw some trees now? Are you feeling like you can draw a forest? You can do it. You can do it. They're just lines. Just think of them as lines. Yeah, I'm not going to mess it up. No splatter. Don't draw dots all over the place. I know. I know. I hear you. Let's just say the more inexperienced version of myself would have done it. But I know now. I'm experienced. I know better. Sometimes enough is enough. This would be a good job for some double-sided tape. I'm gonna have to trim off the bottom, and I think that this is why I decided just all of my cards would have borders, because when I try to make a full-sized card front, it just never fails that something is a little off. Okay, third card done. So as a recap, these are our first 3. Now we have 1 more to do. And we have sewn on all 3. Okay, last one. I have no vision. No idea what I'm doing with this one yet. But I've got this beautiful bouquet. So I'll stamp it out and we'll go from there. I need a big block. Did anybody else, it was a while back, but did anybody else get one of these huge blocks from Spellbinders when they were on sale? I like it because it's so super thick and heavy that when, you know, sometimes you need to weight your stuff down. Like it would be good if I weighted down these cards so that they glue flat and glue evenly. That's what I would use this for, is as a weight, not necessarily for how I'm about to use it. Funny enough. I'm going to go ahead and use my Gina K again so that I can color this up. Let's see how it stamps. Yeah, so I can color it with alcohol markers. It's beautiful. I love like the sprigs of wheat and wildflowers. Oh, this is a beautiful stamp. Oh my gosh, beautiful stamp. I think my mom's coming over today, which makes me really happy. I don't think I've seen her all week. No, she came over on Monday. That's right. Ugh. I wish I had it on a stamp positioning tool. That's just the difference, because I'm so used to a different ink. That's okay. We're going to make it work. Story of my life. We're going to make it work. Nobody give up. Let's think about colors. We've got this background. This is going to go on top of it. Just trying to come up with a concept here. I think I'm going to do blue and like orange and brown. That's pretty dark. I might have to restamp this. This is pretty dark for wheat. Debbie, hi, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, this is just, I'm just playing right now, you guys. If it works out, great, we'll use this image. If not, I'm kind of getting my colors together, wow, together. And, you know, right now I'm considering this a sketch. I think I will have to put some green in here to make myself happy enough. So green, yellow, and blue. But I think I want to keep it to a limited color palette. The flowers are going to be what's blue. My hubby loves blue flowers, like bachelor buttons and things like that. Anytime I see blue flowers at the nursery, I pick them up for him if he's not with me. Plumeria. No, not plumeria. What is that? Oh gosh, what's that one called? Can't remember. Plumbago. There it is. Okay. And I think like a nice, rich, like a pine green would be really nice. It's kind of cool, but I think it'll work. Debbie, I never get to catch you live anymore because of work. I miss you. I hope you're doing well. I am a little out of touch. I've been working a lot as part of it. Long hours, a lot going on. Debbie, I don't even know if you know, but I started a Bitty Penny Crafts and starting like a real actual business. And I'm starting by designing paper pads, which will be out later this month. I have to catch up with you. We're going to keep going here with this. I don't know where we're going to land with it. But I'm intrigued. So we're going to keep going with this and see if we like it. No, that's not it. I have to, it's work. I love you, Debbie. I'm always working when you're live. Because, see, I'm an hour behind you, and you go live at 5 o'clock your time, right? And 4 o'clock my time. I still have an hour and a half left in my day. Now, before, I was working a different schedule. So it was, sometimes I was off when you were live before. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what it is. Oh my gosh, you know I love your lives. I love how crazy and zany and wild they are. Never a dull moment in a Debbie J live. And then you make fabulous things. What's to not like about that? Oh, getting a phone call. I bet that's a mom. My mom. Bring donuts. There's a donut shop by her house that I'm convinced they make the best donuts on the planet. Real unassuming place, you know? Not fancy. They're not doing gourmet donuts, but they do donuts right. They're so good. Sorry if anyone's actually on a diet and can't have a donut, and I'm talking about them. But they're just so good. I think what I'm going to do is bring in another alcohol marker, add some color variation that way, and then I think I'll add some color variation with the acrylic markers, which are like paint markers, and then see where we land. I keep saying that because I don't know that this is going to be an image that we use, but it might. Might be. Now, when you go over a dark color with a light color, you're basically pushing the color back. Ooh, this is working though. I like this. It's just adding a little bit of definition. I'll hold it up so you can see it better. People should know better than to try to call me on a Saturday morning, because I'm definitely going to be in a live if I can. If possible. Last Saturday it wasn't possible, but let me check my phone and see who that was. That'll give me a minute to kind of stop looking at this too and see what I think, if I think it's going to work or not. It takes a little pressure off if you tell yourself, okay, I'm just sketching. I'm just playing here, and I'm going to play with this and see if I can make it work. That kind of takes some pressure off as you're coloring to think, I'm not trying to make my final piece. I'm just playing. I'll color that. I think that should be yellow though. And these, we're gonna make these yellow. And yeah, I'm coloring way outside of the lines here. Wouldn't work with every stamp set that you pick up, but it's gonna work for this one. And then these are gonna be blue, like a light blue. Ooh, I like this kind of warm. Yeah, I like this one. And then let's check this one out. Nope, too bright. What's this one look like? I need to swatch these. That's not right for today anyways. Where's my blue? This is my blue. That's too dark. Too bright. Okay. Oh, yep, that was mom. That was mom. I know a mom ring when I hear one. When I hear it. Okay, so these are going to be our blue flowers. I think this is going to be really pretty on our card, but I don't know. This is the background. Ooh, I think it's going to be pretty. The background has some blue in it. My mom's coming over actually to help me put some kits together today for the shop and to hang out. She was here briefly on Monday at lunchtime, so it'll be good to hang out. I like the color palette. I really like this color palette. I'm gonna add yellow to the centers. You know we are. All right. Now I think I'll ink blend the background so I don't have to get all fussy with my fussy cutting. I think I'll just ink blend this. This just has some like leftover brown ink on it, walnut stain or whatever. I need a little more. I'm just going to kind of work it into my brush and tap it out a little bit. There we go. Yeah, I don't want to fussy cut all that. So I'm going to ink blend now. Okay. Sorry. I will message you, Debbie. She's gonna have to lurk. She's gotta go to the store. I understand. I understand. Yeah, we gotta catch up. I get to hang out with Debbie in real life when she comes to Texas. It's always so much fun. She's even more fun in person. I mean, she's the same as what you guys see on her channel, but it's just more fun because we're together in person. So this is going on top of this. I know it's really different, but I think I'm gonna like it. I think I'm gonna like it. I am gonna go over this one more time. I don't know how these markers react to Distress Oxide. I imagine it's not a good combination. Probably not recommended. But I did it anyways. And there's not a ton of Distress Oxide on this image, so that's good. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that Simon Hurley stamp, which by the way was a birthday gift to myself. I've been wanting it ever since he released it and I never got it. So I got that, and I got that Tinsel embossing powder, and I got that Tim Holtz stamp that we've used today that I'm probably about to use again. And it was like, happy birthday to me. Ranger sent me 10% or $10 off. I don't know. They have a birthday thing. So they won. They emailed me on my birthday, and they won that game. It's like, there's always something at Ranger I want. So that was good though. That's all I got. Oh wait, I got some tinsel too. Okay, then that's all I got. It was on sale. Some of the stuff I got was on sale. Almost done with the fussy cutting. Okay. Clean up the shards of paper here. Oh yeah, I like it. I know, it's really different. Like you probably wouldn't typically put like a really bright background on a really, or a really muted piece on a bright background like this, but we're gonna make it work. That's the theme of today's live. This is the stamp set I'm talking about that I always wanted from Simon. I like Simon's, like, I like his stuff that's like this. I like Simon's backgrounds. I like his paste. And I like his stuff that is, like, has a vintage or shabby kind of feel to it. And I like his geometrics. He makes some cool stuff. All right, let's pick a border. I think it's going to be this one. And maybe those two. We can kind of do some background stamping here. I think I will have to load this up in my stamp positioning tool. But let's use those two. And let's stamp on the background. I'm going to emboss it again with this awesome Flurries embossing powder. I'm going to stamp these and emboss them on. Yeah. Yep. So I'm going to make sure this is down. I'll go ahead this time for a good measure, and I'm using my embossing buddy, which is just a powdered like cornstarch or whatever to help with static. And we're going to stamp this on and emboss it. I'm going to see what y'all are talking about. Hey, Kat. Oh, thanks, Sala. Hi. How are you? Yay, yay. All right. Just ink it up real good. Yeah. Thank goodness I used the stamp positioning tool. These are highly detailed, and the paper I'm working on is a really nice watercolor paper, but it's highly texturized. So this is The only way to get the detail from the stamp really is multiple stamped impressions and some CPR, because I got to get into the grooves of this paper, especially like with this real fine detailed one. Okay, let's do one more time. It's a lot of effort, I know, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Yeah, okay. I'm going to now take my card and move it up. I started lower down so I could just take it and move it up. I may end up covering this bottom part. It may not matter at all that I'm doing this, but I'm going to go ahead and do it so that I have all my options. Oh boy, I was touching that super wet ink. Look at my fingers. Okay. And again and again and again and again. It's the nature of the beast. Nothing's wrong with the stamps. Nothing's wrong with the ink. And really nothing's wrong with the paper. It's just a difficult combination that takes a little extra effort to pull it off. But we can do it. Let's see if we got it that time. I think that's close enough. One more. Oh, sweet, Maddie. That sounds awesome. Self-presence, best ever. Oh, you know it, Kim. That's the only way I roll. I mean, it's not the only way, but it's the main way. I'm going to just leave this in here, but put down my protective sheet. And now we need to emboss. Well, shucks. We might have to use some foil on this card. You know, Crafty Critta was so generous to send me all that foiling stuff, and I need to use it. I need to bring it out, set myself up to be able to use foil. Debbie, I know you're at the store, but man, I could use a foiling session with Debbie J. She's a foiler. All right, so I'm using this Flurries again from Ranger. It's in their dollar section. I paid $1 for this the other day. I'm going to try to leave it pretty thick because I want some of those flurries. So this will take some time to heat emboss. It's super chunky. It's got a lot of different kinds of bits in it. It's like clear base with glitter and chunks. I really like it. And I left it on. I coated this and I did not just tap it all off. Instead, I'm leaving it on and we'll see how it goes. I can tell it needs a little tapping, but I'm just going to see how it goes. It's going to get on some of my backgrounds and places that aren't stamped, and it'll be okay. I am heating it from the back, so that I don't blow it off, especially because it has some chunks in it. So I'm heating it from behind the paper, which that just helps keep everything in place as you're melting it. With thicker paper like this, it does take longer to emboss when you're embossing from behind the paper because it's a thicker paper, but it's worth it. Okay, you can see those flurries, those white chunks. Oh, it's so cool. I love this embossing powder because I love all the glitter and it's almost holographic, but then it has like white splatter in it, basically. It's super cool. We pick out the best crafty gifts for ourselves. Yes, we do. Sarah, hi, crafting and relaxing. How you doing? I hope you're doing good. I just love you. If you guys don't watch Crafting and Relaxing, you gotta check her out. She's so real, genuine, authentic, and cool. I love her. And she's a dog lover, like me. Aww. Hope you're doing good. She's also like me, like she does junk journals and cards. She's a paper crafter. See how cool that is, you guys? And if you don't have much experience with embossing, you basically just emboss until it goes from looking dry to wet. Well, it depends on your embossing powder that you're using, but that's the general rule. Like this top piece hasn't been done yet and it's still looking incredibly dry, and then you just heat it until it looks glossy and melted. I do recommend you wear a mask, like a face mask to cover your nose and your mouth. I'm not today. My mask is missing. I need to go grab another one. Because you're melting plastic, microplastics can't be all that good to inhale, is my theory. I don't know. There's no scientific data that I've read or anything. It's just my theory. All right, so once I have it secured and I think it's done, I'm just going to come over the top and touch it one last time. And that's it. Okay. Wow. I really like this. It's going to be hard for me to show you the glitter in it and how like holographic it feels, but it is such a cool embossing powder. I keep telling y'all through this whole video, it's Flurry's Speckle. It's so cool. Hopefully they still have it in stock. Okay, then this is going on top. I know, it's like a clash, but I like it. And then, too bad I put away my blue because I'm wanting to hit the top of this with a little bit of blue. I'm gonna use, I've got like all my markers and pens out right now. And they're not any of the ones that I want. So let me put a few up. We still have to put, this is gonna be like more up here. And I still need like something like that's going into a vase or, you know, something. I can't just leave it like that. I think this is the blue. Yeah, it's close enough. Yeah, that's the blue. I want to add a little detail here, just darkening the center area a little. Okay. All right. So those are put away. Let me get my acrylic markers back out. I think we can hit this with a little bit of acrylic just to highlight. And I'm thinking yellow. I don't have, ooh, I think this would be the right color. I don't have them in order, and I don't have all my acrylic markers primed either. Ooh, and I think this color would be good. And I'm just going to pull out the colors that I feel like kind of already match what we've done, because I'm not wanting it to be a bold difference. I'm just wanting it to add a little extra detail. We're gonna have to prime all these. Hi, Cordelia. And cats. She's like, I don't just love dogs. I love cats too. You've been sick, but you're back on your game. Aw, thanks. Oh, it always blows the glitter for you to heat from behind. I do much better preheating the tool and blowing directly down onto. Huh. Yeah. Maybe it's angles and stuff. I have the exact opposite problem. If I try to heat this with my tool, I just watch the embossing powder fly off of my project. And so for me, it's better for me to go from behind. Yeah, that's really close to that blue. But this has a metallic. So this is metallic cyan. So this is the metallic blue. And that's what I'm wanting, is a little bit of, just a little metallic, a little shine in these flowers. And then we're going to put a little in the wheat and in the leaves too. Not a lot. We won't go overboard, hopefully. While I'm priming this, let me look at my dies, see if my vase dies are handy. I have some really cool ones. Okay, that's primed. I think we're gonna have to cut our own vase. We don't need a die. We don't have to have a die for everything. We can do it. We can do it. Now the flurries show. Yeah, they're subtle. It's basically like splatter. And then there's, I really can't show y'all the glitter that's there, but there's glitter there too. And then there's just little flurries all around. I love it. And I like that it's on a clear, it has a clear base to it. So if you didn't stamp in black and you stamped in another color, like blue or whatever, you could get the same effect, because I think the significance of this embossing and powder is the effect. All right, let's just go ahead and prime this one too. And I picked this one. Oh, wow, that came out quick. I wasn't expecting that. The other ones have taken so much time. I'm gonna just suck some of that up with this nib. All right. I'm gonna text my mom for some donuts too, real quick, like, because she could be on her way. See if she'll pick us up some donuts. I'm a woman in my mid-40s and I still text my mom for donuts. Okay, but only if she's coming to visit already. Okay. Texting mom. Do you mind bringing donuts and kolaches? Almost done, you guys. I have to multitask. Okay, here we go. So this is the blue. And I'm just gonna go in, just do a little. And again, these are details you might not see so much through the camera, but that in person the card will have these details. I'm also kind of going over the black lines, which is going to take away a little bit of the stamped effect. For that one, I won't do it for all of them. This is so subtle, but a really beautiful detail. I can already tell I'm going to like it. Let me hold it up so you guys can see. See that? So nice. Now let's keep the party going. Let's do some of that over here. I'm just doing a little, goes a long way. And I don't want to put my hand in it, so I'm going to turn the piece and keep my hand on my desk. I don't want to muck it up. I'll do little dots over here. I might even do some little dots of gold in here. Okay. Now this green. This green's going to be pretty bold. Yeah. I'm going to go a little more sparingly with it. It's going to add a nice contrast. All right, that's it. I know it probably took us longer to prime than it did to actually color, but I won't have to prime them again. And look at that detail. I love it. Okay, that makes me happy. Okay, we need a vase. This is the last card. So thanks for hanging out with me all of this time. You guys, how long have we been on? Oh, quite some time. Hopefully it's been enjoyable though. All right, let me grab, I'm looking for a watercolor paper. Would be ideal to make my vase, since it would kind of match the thickness of everything going on. But I don't see one. I'm looking through my scraps. I just have this one piece, but it's really, I don't think it's quite big enough. That's too long. I'm just hand cutting a whimsical, funky little vase for this to go into. And we'll decorate it too. We'll color it up and decorate it. That'll work. What color should our vase be? They really do highlight. I know. I kind of feel like, where have you been in all of my card making life? Acrylic markers. And I did try before with that other brand, which I will not name. And they did not do what I wanted them to do, but these do it. So I don't know if I would use the same blue as the flowers, but I did leave that one out. Help me pick a color for the vase. And the vase is going to have like some details to it. If we don't, funky looking vase, just like I like it. If we don't do a vase, then we know we still have like these really cool lace fabrics and stuff. But we already put this on the owl card. That one's a no. We also have paper that we can make a border with paper. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I actually like that one. I was thinking neon green for the vase to bring out that green. I like that. Okay, that has potential. This one probably not. Definitely not. Hey, Pam. Pam, your card came. You would use shiny black. You know, I was thinking black at one point, and this has shiny black in it. Thanks for the card, Pam. So, yeah, I'm really kind of liking this, to be honest. The only thing is I'm deciding what to do with the top and the bottom of the card. Like, I might trim it at the black and then put this on it, but then I need to trim the sides because I think this is 5. Yeah, this is 5 by 7. If I move it down, that bothers me less. And then we could put a sentiment on it if we wanted. What do y'all think? Wild 70s fine. Brown with some blue on it. Yeah, that would work too. Okay. So the other 3 cards have stitching. And one of them has the lace. So this kind of fits in that vibe of things. I like it. It's got the shiny black and the neon green, which were 2 colors I was feeling. Because honestly, if I put the vase here, well, the only other thing I could think of is maybe a sentiment to go. I was feeling like it was going to need more than just a vase. But if I put this here, I feel like I might add a sentiment and I would be done. Let me stand up. Let me look at it through the viewfinder too. Yeah, I don't know why I like it, but I do like it. You think that distracts from the flowers? And yeah, y'all don't like it. I like it. Well, let's just color the vase these colors and go with that. So I'm going to do neon green and black. I'm going to do black with neon green details. So here's my neon green marker, which I actually think is primed. And let me just grab a black alcohol marker. Okay. Yep, it's primed. Okay. And so this is our vase. Okay. I'm going to do a little design along the top rim of it. I don't want to do too much in case I just really don't like it. I don't want to go too far and spend a lot of y'all's time working on something that I end up not liking. But I do like it. So we'll keep going. Get that out of my hand. Down here, I think I'll just fill in with neon green. This is kind of a southwest. Got a southwest feel to it. And then we'll do the same thing up here. And this, I'm just going to do lines. This is like an Acoma. I think that's clay jar kind of vase. All right. And I can cut a slit in it and put these down in it. Bye, Maddie. Aw, Des, you're so sweet. Hi, how's it going, by the way? And you're so sweet. Let me catch up to you guys in the comments. Yeah, okay. So there's our little hand sketched and detailed face. And then on top of the acrylic, you can come in with your gel pens. So I'm just going to come in with this bright yellow. And add that detail here. Don't be afraid to play, right, Des? Don't be afraid to play. All right. I like it. I know it's all really unusual, but I think it'll work together. Now, I still feel like it needs something if we go with the vase, that funky little vase. Let me see what my mom's saying. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I still feel like it kind of needs something. Let's go with a sentiment that might help ground it. And you guys, we've almost made it to the end. Sorry, I was texting back and forth. Oh yeah, we're about to have a craft lunch. We can see if one of these will work. If not, we'll make one that does. I'll recap, show y'all what we've made today, and then that's it. We'll move on with our days. I do kind of like the definition of evergreen. It says, having foliage that remains green and functional through more than one growing season. If I internalize that, it feels like something like aspire to be like an evergreen. Let's just see. Not bad. Des, are you going live today? Hi, Emily. How's it going? I was thinking about you last night, Emily, because I was like, I asked you the other day, I remembered you as having like pink, really pretty hair. I don't know if you had pink hair or if I just made that up. I do remember your glasses. I'll never forget your fun glasses. I was like, oh my gosh, I want those. Um, but then you were in the live the other day and I didn't catch whether you said you actually had pink hair or not. Like the girl. I finished that card, by the way. I'll show y'all a recap of all the cards. But yeah, I'm thinking about putting evergreen there. I kind of like it. What else? Well, I've stitched around all the other cards, so I think I will go ahead and stitch around this one as well. Real quick like. All right. Stitching complete. All right. All right, all right, all right. Let's do this. I need to glue these two together. This is where I wish I had my other glue bottle in here with the wider tip because it dispenses more glue. And I feel like this card needs more glue because it's so textured with the embossing and then the watercolor paper. So I'm just going to kind of squeeze really hard and lay it on thick. I don't have to worry about it showing through because it's a heavy weight cardstock that I'm using. Yes, the stitches did it for me. All right. Well, these are really time consuming, but worth it. Let's see if I can find a, there we go. Yeah, this needs a good amount of glue to really stick on this background. But I'm pretty sure that'll work. And then we might pop this one up with some foam tape. All I could find earlier was this thin one. Whoopsies. Not Scotch tape, foam tape. Alrighty. Oh my goodness, you guys. What a marathon of mixed media card making. I mean, to think that my first video where I made the backgrounds and stamped the images was like an hour and a half, and then however long we've been here today, these are not fast cards, but they're cool, they're fun, they're worth it. And if you just like hanging out in your craft room and making, then I guess it doesn't matter how long it takes to make a card because you're doing what you like doing. I wouldn't necessarily think that they're a set of cards, but it could be in a very loose term of the idea of a set of cards. Okay, so let me glue this one down to a card base. I think I'll just use double-sided tape. And we'll take a look at at all four of them together, and we will be done here. I think this yellow is really nice. Yeah, I like it. I'm going to use this yellow card base. And I'll have to trim off a little bit the bottom, but that'll be okay. Ooh, I really like this. I wasn't sure most of the time that I was making the card, but I do really like it. No pink hair. But going blue for my birthday next week. Oh, awesome. Emily, well, happy birthday. I love it. Did you have blue? Sorry. There's no blood. Okay, no blood. I promise. There's no blood. I always, oh, okay, I won't even, I'm not even going to say it. But I almost cut myself, but I didn't. Don't go too fast, Bitty Penny. Be careful. No blood. Okay, we're good. We're good. Crisis avoided. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jesus. I will tell you, it's a little nerve-wracking for me to watch some people cut sometimes. And I probably drive y'all crazy. Fussy cutting with big scissors that aren't appropriate. But don't worry, I'm okay. There is no... All right, no problem. I don't know if y'all are like that, but I get nervous sometimes watching people cut. I'm like, careful. I guess it's the mom in me or something. But then I tell myself, those used to be edited videos. A lot of people are doing more lives these days, like me. You can't edit that out. But then when I'm watching an edited video, if I start to get nervous about somebody cutting, like if I will be like, oh, they would have edited it out if it happened. Everything's fine. That's what I tell myself. Okay. Let's see if, I don't think my paper trimmer can do it, to be honest. I don't think it can handle this teeny tiny bit that's bothering me. Okay. We did it. We made 4 cards. Woohoo! Desiree, I started your Raven card this morning, and then I was like, well, I think I'll go live. And so I need to go back and watch it. But oh my goodness, that Scrappy Tales release was so awesome. And I can tell, I saw all your die cutting, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to savor this video. I'll have to come back to it. So that's what I'll be watching that today. Okie dokie. I made 4 cards. It took a really long time, but I like them, and they're all really different. So this was the first one. I like it. I think she needs a little bit of acrylic. Now that we've gone down the acrylic trail, look, you just have to come take the supplies out of my hands, or I will just keep playing. Okay. But yeah, I think she needs, this is the girl that I was thinking Emily had pink hair because of this girl. I was wrong. Emily, I hope you have an awesome birthday week, month, however you celebrate it. I'm adding the acrylic, the metallic acrylic markers, just a touch here and there. I don't want to do too much, but it does help. Look at those little dots that I added. Like it just adds something. And then see her hair now, shiny. Let's add some metallic pink. It's already primed, don't worry. We don't have to sit here and prime it. Sharon. You think this would work great for a craft roulette card? What were the parameters last night? I didn't get to see it. I had to be gone. So yeah, there we go. Like that. I like it. Okay, so there was that card. Whoops, I picked it up and started adding more detail, but there's that one and how I finished it. I think this was the second card we worked on. I don't know. This is probably my least favorite, to be honest, but it's not bad. It's not that it's bad. It's just not giving what some of the other cards are giving. So now I'm using a gel pen. Again, adding a little bit of a sheen and detail here to my otherwise very basic coloring job. In this live, we did go over this with a micron pen and I kind of etched in detail. So now I'm just kind of etching in the same way some of this metallic color. Make that dude shine. But yeah, this is probably my least favorite, but it's not bad. It's just, it's not bad. It's great. It's just not my favorite out of the 4 that we made. Oh, Sharon, it is your favorite. Awesome. Oh, okay. A tall shape card, peacock. Okay, shaped card, peacock colors, tall element, and XO. Oh. Peacock colors, tall. Here's a tall element. Okay, let's look at this. Oh, it's shaped like a rectangle. Shaped like a rectangle. It definitely has peacock colors. It has tall. And this kind of reminds me, the zigzag kind of reminds me of X and O, but we can just add an X and an O. Because it doesn't have to be like a real dominant thing. I'm just going to add it as a border up here. This could technically, I think, be my craft roulette card. I think you're right. It's shaped like a rectangle. And it has the XO, right? It's going to be hard to see. There it is. With the gel pen, with the gold gel pen. Very subtle, but it's there. Okay, owl card. I'm glad Sharon likes it. Rectangle is a shape, sure is. Okay, I love this one. Yippee, submit. Yeah, thanks, y'all. I tell you what, between Sharon and Paula Rice, they keep me on craft roulette. They keep me like, Sharon lets me know how many I've submitted, and Paula keeps me accountable as well. So thank you, ladies. I wouldn't have made it to Club 52 without you. I really wouldn't have. Like, I laugh, but it's so incredibly true. I love this little card right here. We colored in the forest ourselves. That's not stamps, and it's not hard. The only stamp is the butterfly and the deer, well, and the sentiment. Everything else we just kind of colored in. Aren't they precious? And I double stamped that. I didn't even get a good impression. I had to fix it. I made boo-boos, and I still love it. I love this card. I didn't design it. I cased this card, by the way. Let me show you real quick. Ooh, this gel pen is just too good. Okay. Someone's calling me. It's probably my mom. It is. It's my mom. All right. Let me find that sheet of paper real quick. Because I want to give the artist credit. I didn't come up with this on my own. This was Jalissa Sargo. And I'm guessing she's on the Unity Stamp Club or company design team, because they sent this out with the kit of the month. But yeah, that's the inspiration for this, with my own bitty penny modifications. But I love this card. Okay. And lastly, this wild child. They're all a little bit wild, but I really like it. I like the way it came out. I hope you guys enjoyed this like marathon. I kind of owed it to you because I wasn't able to go live. You know, school's starting back. I haven't been speaking of it, but we kind of have like a family crisis going on that's a little bit ongoing. And so there's a lot going on behind the scenes. Plus, I'm trying to start my business. There is just a lot going on right now. Which is why I haven't been able to do lives as much as I normally would. But I'll get back on track. So you got a marathon today. You got a marathon. And we finished these cards, which is great. Really, really great. And I had fun hanging out with all of you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're feeling inspired. I hope you're like going to craft this weekend. Thank you, Sharon. Oh, there you go, Cordelia. She says, oh, I have some deer stamps of theirs that would have been worked for my craft roulette tall element. Yeah, or like giraffes. Like, I'm sure there were a million ideas being shared. I love that part of craft roulette when they're spinning and everyone starts talking about the elements and how to represent them. Oh gosh, I love that part of craft roulette. When everyone's creativity is just firing on all cylinders and they're all sharing, and I love that part of craft roulette amongst so many other aspects of it. Thanks for spending your time here with me, you guys. That's it. That is the card making and the crafting for today. Oh, yeah, for sure. Hey, Beth. Thanks for all the hugs and prayers, you guys. We could use them. We could definitely use them. I love you guys so much. I hope y'all have a super awesome day, and I'll see you later. Bye.